Well, I'm going to replace the ignition switch on a vehicle. I'm going to swap it with the vehicle right next door. I swapped all the interior already. It had an accident, so I bought the other vehicle just as a shell. Well, there's in order to take the ignition switch off, which is failing, you have to remove those two bolts. They do not have a head, or so what you do is you take I took this shell and I placed it right here. Then with a hammer I started tapping on it, and you'll see the head of this bolt turning, and hopefully at the end I'm able to turn it all the way out. As well as this one, I'm gonna put this at the corner so it can chip, and then with the hammer I'm gonna tap it so it can make a turn, so the thread starts coming off. I need to get the whole assembly from the bottom, but it's connected to these bolts that are on the side. And of course I had to disconnect the connector over to the turn signal. So this is a 98 Acura Cl. I'm going to now it's kind of loose, so I can just turn it by hand, if you can see it. And the thread is already starting to lift. And I'm gonna do the same for this other side. I'm gonna put the chisel and I'm gonna get a corner, try to tap on it, and then I'm gonna try to spin it. So these are the kind of bolts that it holds. So as you see, that's where I hit. I was hitting to turn it, and now I have an access to the from here. Now I have access to the whole assembly, and of course it's just gonna drop down. So what I now have to do is just remove. I don't even have to remove. I was gonna remove this wire. I can actually do it. Just remove it to give it more space before I do anything, and the whole assembly will just come off. That's all I remove. So from there, I'm gonna take this connector, this, and this off, and then I'm going to proceed over to the other vehicle and do the same. This vehicle was also had a transmission problem, but it was just a wreck, and I replaced all the interior from the other vehicle into this one and the engine. So I'm gonna remove it And then I'm gonna take off the covers, which is one bolt here, and one in the bottom. And I'm gonna do the same to remove the ignition. Oh, another tip: in order to remove the clips, I use this small screwdriver just to push this thing out, this red tab. Once you pull the red tab, you're able to get access to the connector. If you're having trouble, you might as well just disconnect the whole assembly, which it runs from here all the way here. This is the same tubing. It goes over to there. It holds here, it holds there, and it sits right over at this connector, aside from the pedal. And this one is easier because you just have to, there's a little clamp and you can just remove it. So I'm gonna do the same for this other connector. I'm gonna remove the red tab from here. I'm gonna do it with this fork, this screwdriver. Pull this red thing out, and I'm gonna be able to take the tab off.